Yo, 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 yo. What's up, everybody? What's good? What's good? What's good? Yeah. Like we usually do, I want to quickly check stream if we're good, and then I would also just go on with the video, basically. Also, just go on with the video, basically. So, stream's good, audio is good. There is no video, and I'm going to keep the reason to myself. Today we're going to modeling wall clock. I learned how to do this procedurally one time, but to be very, very candid with you, I completely forgot. So this is what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to just swipe back to Blender, and then we're going to go. Right now I'm trying to figure out how to bake these solar panels into, and it's stressing me out. But I'll need to think about how to go about it prior after this. Right now we have this as a reference. Maybe less of this. I like how slick this looks, and I think that also comes through in this piece also. Also still looking for some slick looking wall clocks, basically. But I think that one has done it for me so far. Let me just scroll a little more if I can see anything. I don't even think I can right now, because I feel like if you're on the stream right now, you won't even know that I'm scrolling on the other side. So I'm just going to go back and yeah, I'm going to bring in image. I think I'm going to bring in the image as a reference from downloads, and we have our reference image right here. So I'm going to reset that RX90, and right here I'm going to GZ, bring this up to the surface. Right, 1 second, I quickly want to check something, and I'll be with you guys shortly. I want to check something. Okay, we're good. All right, so I'm going to go back to Blender, make sure streams working and active. All right, so I'm going to go back. Okay, stream's good. Yep. I'm back here, and this is, yeah, GZ up to the surface, RX90. Pretty straightforward model. I don't expect this to give any troubles today at all. So I'm going to GY and SY, bring that down. Okay, that's cool. Right here I'm going to scale, just shoot this overboard a little bit, and then I can take this and then I can select the face, insert, and then extrude this inward, just like so. So that's calm. I can S shift X, bring this down, but not that way. S shift Y, and I can reduce that however I want. From what that image looks like, let me open it right here. I feel like there's a little bit of a bevel, maybe not a bevel, but a node right here that I want to capture. So this extrudes out a little bit. So that's cool. I'm going to select this and SY, just make that even so much more slicker, because that's one of the reasons I wanted to model this. I wanted to model something slick. So I'm going to bevel this, apply bevel to this, and I'm going to run a sub D on that. I'm going to extrude this outward a little bit, and first thing I want to bring 3D cursor to this center right here, because that center is going to be very, very important in 1 second, guys. Okay, I'll call back. That center is going to be very important in how I construct this, basically, you know. So first of all, I want to bring in a plane to the center. I'm going to rotate it to view. I'm afraid that I want to adjust this reference so we have it a little bit close to the center here, right? Perfect. So right here I can scale this down SZ, scale down SZ. So what I need is this second hands. I need this ones to I need this on those parts. So I can go to the edit mode and GZ. I've brought this up to the top. I can SZ, GZ, scale that down, GZ. So this apparently is not on the same spot, and I think it's the rotation. So I'm just going to rotate this around the 3D cursor. Everything I'm going to be doing today is going to be around 3D cursor. So right here, it looks bent right now, but I think I'll just rotate it a little bit. Is this on the surface? I think it's on the surface. Then I'll go to the front view, and then I don't know how incremental this is, but I feel like from 12 all the way around to 12, that is 1 hour, right? Then how many seconds are in 1 hour? Let me see. How many seconds are in 1 hour? 3,600 seconds. So I'm going to go to edit mode, and I'm going to shift DR. I'm going to rotate this seconds counter by 300 degrees divided by 3,600. That's not correct. Shift DR. I'm looking at I think I'll have to count for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So could it be 60 of those? Let's try. Shift DR. Then we have 360 divided by 60. Boom. I think it's 60. So I'm going to repeat the operation until it goes round and stops around this point right here. So this is cool. Right here, I'm going to switch to edit mode, and I'm going to extrude that along normal. That's cool. I can select this, right? And I can GY, bring it out. GY on the surface. That's cool. That makes sense. The only thing that doesn't make sense right now is there are some of these hands that need to be longer, right? So I'm going to select our plane and then start selecting this. As a matter of fact, I need to undo all of this, because part of what makes this look very sleek is that that second hand is very small, it's tiny. SX. Okay, so we can rotate now. Shift DR. 360 divided by 60 seconds. That's okay. So we have that. Then I can go in one after the other and just start taking this. This right here. No, not that. This, and this, and then this too. Then I can scale that to the center, just like so. S shift X, let's see. S shift Y, let's see. S shift Z. S shift Y. Okay. So that's cool for the clock. I think this is inside the plane, so I'm going to bring this out of the plane. And then on this I can extrude and GY, just like so. So that's cool. Right here, I'm going to model the letters actually. I'm going to bring in a plane, turn this to view, bring this down, and then I'm going to be using bounding box for now, just so I can get the letters. So right here I can scale this, right? What was that? Scale, bring this down, and then this can be extruded to this point. I can bring this down here, this extruded right here, and this extrusion to this point, extrusion to this point. I'm going to rotate, scale down, extrude, rotate, scale, extrude, rotate, scale. I'm going to extrude, rotate, and then extrude on the Z, just like so. So this I'm going to bevel, and then G, move this into position. Okay, that's cool. This face right here I will duplicate to this side, scale it up, and then with this I can GZ, bring this all the way to the top right here, add in an edge loop, and this edge I can extrude down G. So that's 12 done. I'm still going to use the same mesh data, copy it to the 9, and I'm going to model that same one. I'm going to extrude G, extrude, rotate. I'm going to extrude, rotate G. I'm going to extrude SZ0. That's cool. Right here I would easy again, but this time rotate, extrude, rotate till it's straight, I can extrude and then rotate, scale this down. I'll still have to go through to clean up all of this, but for now I just want to get the basic shape first, and then I can clean up later. So these two I can just bridge. So that's cool. So time for cleanup. I'm going to go to the vertices and start arranging them to align properly. So right here I'm going to bevel, and all of this are going to align just like so, right? So this, I'm going to bring in this up a bit, this down here, this down here. This is cool. I feel like this right here should be beveled, and then this I can move to this part, move to this part. So I think this is modeled already and it's done. It's close to what the shape is like. I feel like this I can just pull to the 6 and rotate. So I can SZ -1 and SX -1. So we have the 6, and for the 3 I can duplicate this 9 and just yeah, delete certain things that doesn't work to create a 3. For example, these vertices right here do not work, so these vertices are going to be off, and I'm going to take these vertices and GZ, and then this right here I'm just going to extrude on the x-axis. So this I can GX in, and then these edges I can bevel. So that's cool. I almost want to add a sub D to it, but no subdivision. I'm going to select all of that and extrude along. So with that done, I'm going to GY, bring it out of that clock, and I'm going to add in a bevel modifier so I can bring in a subdivision to tighten those edges. So that's cool. That's cool, but I'm probably not okay with it because of how sharp those edges are. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the side view, select the front face. I'm going to change to the face select the front face, and no, let's do vertex select. Front vertices, back vertices, and then how do I do this? So select the back vertices, right? I'm going to GY, and then these front vertices I'm going to select boundary loops, right? So I can bevel this separately, right? Then the ones behind I'm going to select separately. Go to select, then face, I would select I will select boundary loops and then bevel that too. Bevel that just like so. So I can add in I can't still add in a subdivision. No, jeez, no. I'm going to undo. One more thing I can do is select sharp edges and bevel. Okay, looks like I'm going to have to work with that like so and add in a sub D. That's cool. I'm okay with this. Probably the 9 is too close. Oh my god. Why now? The 9 is too close to the edge, so I'm going to GX. Bring it out a little. Bring this out just a smidge. So that's cool. Next I'm going to do the minute hands and the second hands. So with that, we're going to work with 3D cursor. So I'm just going to change this to the 3D cursor. I'm going to bring in a plane, change that to my view. I'm going to scale that all the way down, just like so. And I'm going to Z. All right. I'm going to scale it as Z. And right here, I can GZ, just bring this down. Right. SX. That's fine. So if I want to rotate this, I can just bring this out a little bit to this point, and I can shift DR, create a second one on this, but this is going to be thicker. So I'm going to SXX, just a smidge thicker, and I'm going to shift DR. And let's make this one a little more thicker. So that's cool about the hands. These are the hands. I'm going to bring them forward on the plane. Extrude those a little bit. GY. GY. So what we're going to do now is create this. I don't know what this at the center is called, but we're going to make that right this second. I'm going to bring in a circle first of all, change it to the view, and I'm going to scale that all the way down. So what I say is something like this: ES, right? Then scale ES again. Then there's another ES that is smaller. Then right here, it extrudes, right? No. It extrudes on the Y, right? And then we can ES that. I can GY that a little bit. Fill that and then extrude that again. So we have this shape right here. I'm still going to have to touch it up for it to look smaller or thinner than it looks. But right here, something that is unique about this is the fact that it looks like every 2 or 3, I think there's even 3. There was like a hole in here. So I want to create that 2, 1, 2, 3. So all of these faces are out. This knob right here needs to be shorter, so I can SY. No, but using bounding box SY. So this tracks. I think this can EY, just like so, and I can recall all the other meshes and GY into the surface SY. So up here, I can select this and SY. GY. That's cool. Okay. So I like this already. What I want to do first, before I'm probably going to start adding colors, because I want to add colors for this and materials really. I want to GY this outward. Okay, that is cool. Any other thing? I think the only thing would have been a nice brand name, but we do not have that right now. I'm just going to go to material preview, and for this face, it's constantly going to be white. So I'm going to put, let me just put white here, right? Assign. And once I invert that, that can be any color. So I'm going to add in a new material, and I'm going to call that material any color. That's cool. Assign that, and maybe I want this to be, like a nude kind of color but desaturated, something like this, right? And then all these, our number colors, can all be black. I'm looking at this right now. I don't think it's glossy black, but I'm going to make mine a little glossy. I'm going to link materials, and it's cool, but I'm looking at this right now. Like, you can actually see the jagged edges in these letters, right? I do not think I like that. I don't think I like that. So I'm going to revisit all of these letters, and wherever it's needed, I'm going to bevel. Like right here, I don't think I need those edge loops. I don't need this edge loop. How can I do this? Let me see. Is there an option on how I can probably affect only certain parts with of the bevel? So this, I'm going to do boundary loop. I'm going to add a vertex group right here, assign all of that, and then on this I'm going to change it to weights. Vertex group. Did that work? You know what? I'm going to bring cursor to geometry so I can flip this to the other side. Right? I almost want to apply that bevel. But I apply to everything. What about we do bevel weights, just like so, right? So I can take out all of the vertices, and for this bevel we're going to use weights. Let's try others. Not working. Man. Oh my god, Blender just crashed. Let's see. 1 second, guys. I'll be back on. Just crashed. Let's see. 1 second, guys. I'll be back on. Just crashed. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, sweet. I'm back. I'm not going to bother you anymore. Turn back on the Okay, so we're going back to the materials, and I think for this second hand and this, so all of this, I'm going to send all of that to black. And yeah, I feel like all of these hands, maybe I want to rotate this, just make it look a bit more different. I like this. The only thing is that this one seems too thin. So you see all of this landmark hands, this one, I want to scale it on the X a little. This, I would also scale a little bit. Right, that's cool. And this, I would also scale a smidge. So it doesn't look too tiny. Same applies to this. I'm doing this with the hope that I'll be able to mirror this to the other side. So right here, I can select this G. That's cool. And then this, I can SX, make this fatter a little bit. Let's see if I can mirror this to the other side. Mirrors well, so I can apply that mirror. Let's see if you have any double vertices. All clean. Let's see what this looks like in material preview. So material preview looks really sleek. What I don't know now is if this has, does it have whatchamacallit, glass in front of it? Is there a mirror in front of it? I think it should. So I'm going to select this, Shift D. We have a second face right here, so I can GY, bring this forward. That's cool. I can delete all of these effects and delete this material too, because we need a transparent material. So we have a transparent material here. The only thing is that I want to set it up in a way that is going to be lightweight. So basically this is our whole setup right here. So I'm going to turn on transparent. That's cool right here. I'm going to bring in a glass material, glass BSDF. Oh my god, why is Blender crashing? I don't get it. Why is Blender crashing? I don't even think it was showing initially. Oh my god, I don't think it was showing. So let me just recover, and we are back on the way. Autosave. The autosave was way back, way back. So yeah, I'm going to bring in an HDRI. Maybe it was the sky texture that was bugging out. So I'm going to go to Polyhaven, look for our HDRI. We're going to use this one, and HDRI looks good. I can turn off our reference right now, because all I'm going to be doing is just create varying colors of this, something like this. Oh no, let me not do it right now. I want to set up, if we have a glass, I want to set up a glass. Well, first thing I want to do is just save this, because I mean there have just been so many warning signs. For this, it is day 47 and it's called the wall clock. So I'm going to create a folder for it, day 47. and we're going to name it day 47 wall clock. So that's cool. Save as. Pretty nice. Right here I can select this face, Shift D, separate that selection, select that and GY out of the surface. Right, I'm going to delete all of this, and then for this right here I'm going to select all of this and GY, just bring it forward so the glass can be in that space. I want to change HDRI. I don't like this. Let me look for another one that is brighter, but still maintains the blue tone. Okay, this is cool. I'm going to turn off transparency on the background, and then save. I'm going to go to shader editor. I'm going to bring in a new shader. This time around I'm going to use glass BSDF because I want that transparency to pop. So we have a glass plugged in, and I'm going to mix that glass into transparent node. Right, connect this, and I'm going to bring in a light path node. So the light paths, I'm going to exclude the shadow rays. Then I need some glossy element to this, so I'm going to mix in a glossy too. So the glossy is going to be maxed with a layer weight, node. So we want, when we turn to certain part of it, we can see that transparency. So I'm going to use the facing of this and bring in a color ramp right here. Yeah, I don't know why this is not working for though. Okay, yeah, something like this. I want to ease this. Yeah. Yep, that's it. I'm going to bring this into the mixer, and yeah, I think this is good. The only thing is that edge right there, I don't know if that is the gloss. Let me swap this. Let's see. Okay. This. Okay, that's cool. So we have one clock. With this I can duplicate for the others. So we're going to do Shift DX. Right, this color is going to change. No, not that. This any color right here is going to change to something like, let's do black, because I definitely want to do black. We're going to do Shift DX. So for these colors I need to be a bit more, I don't say strategic, but that's what I should do, because I wouldn't want like a weird color like red. Red is just a weird color for a clock. So I think I'm going to lean more towards pastel colors. What's going on? Nothing is changing. Okay. Let's do let's do purple pastel or something towards pink. But lighter. Yeah, I don't mind that. I'm going to shift DX again. Let's do one more for call it a wrap. What did I color? What did I color? I want to do red, but like just muted. In fact, no, not red. Green, but muted. So just like cute colors, basically. Apart from the deep black, everything else is pastel. So yeah, I'm done with this, guys. Shout out to God. Shout out to everybody. People that just dialed in and dialed out. That's cool. I mean, just looking at the stream alone is a win. So yeah,
So God, shout out to everybody.
we're done for today.
People that just
That's it, guys. So long, and until I see you guys on the next one, it's peace.